someone lit the blue torch paper a little bit early, didn't he? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty big one, that is, mate. That's over towards Datchet and places like that, isn't it? That's a big display, that, you know. Yeah, go on. Pachow! Wow. Wow, yeah. Liking that. Like that. Yeah. That's a few quids going up there, isn't it? That's got to be 10k's worth. Flipping heck. That's insane. I kind of feel a bit. I'm sure we'll get more tonight. But... oh, look, was that a big love art there? Is that a big love art? Look at it. That's insane, mate. Have you seen this, Jimmy? There's a lot of stuff on the radar, isn't there? It is Air India's 777 going. Yeah. Finished yet? Definitely a few quid's worth there. It's mesmerising, isn't it? It's mesmerising. Look at that. Look at that. Honestly. Oh! I'm facing west, out towards Windsor. Oh, it's not Windsor though. It's not Windsor. It's not Windsor. Windsor's way over to my right. No, that's too. That's somewhere like I don't know, but that's just massive. Legoland. That's Legoland. They're right. That is Legoland, man. Wow! Was it? Yeah, that's definitely Legoland, man. Wow, look at those ones. Yeah. all plastic bricks flying around all over the gaff, is it? Little Lego men. It's pretty insane, man. Wow, I tell you what a great time to start. Look at that. That's all their entry fees gone up in smoke, isn't it? Yeah, Thorpe Park's further to the left, further over to the left. But I tell you what, that is a seriously impressive. Thank you. Congratulations, well done. See you then. Just to prove we are at Heathrow. So now, these guys are going forward in time, aren't they? So they're going to travel through... Oh yeah, it's the ones that are going back in time, isn't it? The ones heading to the US, but I don't think there are any heading to the US. There's anything going out. Next one out is to Dubai. So he's going forward in time as well. That 350 there, is that 350? Oh, it's 787-10. Folks, gotta say a big shout out to to everybody really, to each and every one of you. Hello, how are you doing? Happy New Year if you're watching out in New Zealand or in Australia. Where are we up to now? Dubai. Is Dubai already celebrated? Have they celebrated? I think, and of course China, Japan, Vietnam, of course New Zealand, Australia, and all that kind of stuff. All those places out in the east. Yeah, there you go. We're at the courtyard, folks. There's a few people out here, I've got to say, not out here, but from time to time you may hear people talking and all that, because it's not like it was last year where I was on me Todd. Listen, I've got to say a big shout out to all those, hold on. I think that geezer was born in a barn. Look, it's New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen, and although there is still traffic moving around, you've got to say a big, a load of respect to all the airport staff and people working at the airport. Just had British Airways firing up whatever that is. Looks like is that 777 sitting in the maintenance bay, in the engine test bay? That was fired up about 20 minutes ago. Still all very busy, of course, out here, because tomorrow morning it's normal service will resume. And all these aircraft that are kind of out of position on remote stands, etc., are going to have to be repositioned, put back. There's one going out now that's just coming out of maintenance. That guy there or girl who's driving that tug. One person out of thousands of people who are working here over the festive period, the holiday period. So always got to remember those people in the back of your minds, but not just in the airport, ladies and gentlemen. All the people on the, bus drivers, taxi drivers, Uber drivers who need to speed up a little bit and maybe prepare themselves for where they're going. But yeah. Other than that, it is pretty amazing. So hope you're all doing well and enjoying yourselves and being safe and being sensible and are happy. That's the most important thing, is that you're happy. Gonna stick here until we wind it round to midnight and to 2024. As you can see and hear, people starting to minute. The only thing that's against me right now is the weather. I've got to be honest with you, because if it was pissing down, I'm sorry, if it was raining right now, there wouldn't be all these people standing around. But anyway, there you go, it is what it is. Now, the other thing you've got to appreciate is that over there in the distance, we've got London. And we can see the Northern Eye, which is... the Northern Eye? Did I just say the Northern Eye? The London Eye. I've been out of service for too long. But right the way across there, folks, we're going to see, you can't see the alley pally, unfortunately, but 180. Got to give it up to that young 16-year-old, isn't you? He's got to go to school tomorrow morning, then come back and win the World Darts Championship in the afternoon. Absolutely fantastic. Fair play to the fella, I've got to be honest with you. I know, he's got a beard and everything, isn't he? I know. He says he goes home. He plays on his Xbox for half an hour, throws a few arrows, and then goes to sleep. But he looks about 48, doesn't he? He's got a beer belly and everything. Anyway, so folks, let's get involved here. What are we going to catch in terms of the last departure or the last arrival into London Heathrow and last departure out of London Heathrow of 2023? Just on the way up here, I was talking to Jilly about, you know, how many shows have we done in 2023? 240 was it, Jilly? Sorry, 224 shows. 200. Think about it, folks. 224 shows, and a lot of people have been with us for all of those 224 shows. But as well as that, of course, at least 25, maybe somewhere in the region of 30 overseas shows as well. We'd have to literally count them up, but pretty amazing, man, what we've achieved and what we continue to achieve. To be honest with you, it's no more or no less, probably around about the same that we did in 2022, I'd imagine. Yeah, we've obviously had a tremendous amount of crazy responses from the American 777 the other day. The latest one, I have to say, was Juan Coolio, who's messaged me and asked me if he can use the footage in a. He's going to do a piece on it, obviously. But bear in mind also that we're going to be starting our new series in 2024 as well, folks, which is that Thai? It's that Virgin Jet. It's at 3:30, I think, going out, isn't it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, Shangjing. Okay. Steve H has gifted 5 memberships. Thanks, Steve. You're a very generous person. Joe Thompson has gifted 5 memberships. Darren Jones has gifted a membership. Thank you. And Darren Jones has gifted another one. Thank you very much indeed. That's CPR is saying that he's quite famous, that CPR 1234 now, isn't he? Because he was at the front end of that American 777 piece. What? Today is 123. Hey? Tony Duty, Steph. $112.23. $112.23. Yeah, go back, have a think about it, write it down, and then come back to me on that one. James Dayton has gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, James. Andy Eggington, or is that Andy Edgington? Sorry, maybe upgraded to first class membership. 787's left wingnut has gifted a membership. Fantastic. Is there any more aircraft components going to be doing anything? That's pretty funny, man. Kristen has gifted 20 memberships. That's Kristen Steingrant, I think. Hamad Khan, last departure is flight to Lisbon at 10:40, he's saying. Thanks, Hamad. Helen Clapp, fantastic year. Yeah, it was an amazing year, another amazing year. I think our first international show, well, overseas show, was Ghost Rider 86 has gifted a membership. The first show was Schiphol in 2023. We did Dubai. We have just done so much. That guy, those guys just down there, I don't know if he's on his own, but he's just sitting out there and he, you know. Oh my goodness me, yeah, I mean, it's just endless, isn't it? You know, the amount of people that we must give respect to, all the emergency staff workers, the ambulance, the fire, the nurses, the doctors. Oh my goodness me. I'm going to miss someone here, aren't I? And you know, the police, just everybody. The security teams. Oh, start up. Who's that? Who's that? Is that Singapore Airlines, possibly? Is that Singapore Airlines firing up over there? Definitely hearing a set of GEs whirring away. Round the other side, he's round, that's why we can't see him down there, he's round the other side of the finger. Lars Rasmussen has gifted 5 memberships. We've got Andy, there we go, Andy Edgington. So that Singapore jet's going to arrive at Monday morning. Wow, they've taken that Qatar 350 all the way around. Oh, hold on a minute, is he on radar? What's going on there? It's a little bit odd, isn't it? Is that the one that just landed? That Qatar jet from Doha. It's showing us on radar from London to no available destination. Air India. Is this Air India going out now? Looks like it with those. You know that's an Air India jet. You know that's a Dreamliner, folks. The twin blinking lights on the back of the Dreamliner. Yes, of course, it could be a 737 MAX, but absolutely nothing. Okay, we've got a little Swiss 320. It's a Neo inbound from Zurich. But yeah, what an amazing year, ladies and gents. And we all went through it and shared it together, didn't we? And of course, we're going to do it all again in 2024. Dustin Jackson has gifted a membership. Kelly Ann Rowe Cope has gifted a membership as well. Thank you, Kelly. Graham Smith is a returning member. Welcome back, Graham. Gary C has gifted a membership. Thanks, Gary. Blimey, there's too many here. Springbok 295 has gifted 20 memberships. Michael Stocks has gifted 5 memberships. NGS 123 has gifted a membership. Slow down, folks. Gloria Garrison has gifted a membership. And Kelly Ann Rowe Cope has gifted another 5 memberships. Is that right? I think. This is going too fast. Watching on my 55-inch TV from a happy Twickenham, Clive saying, Rachel Evans, you should have your own. Blimey, it's just too much going on. There's just so much going on. Milantis. Milantis is a new member. Homegrown. I'm never one, to be honest with you, folks. I've never been one for sort of like. I did all me. Oh, that was Ty's triple, wasn't it? Never been one for sort of like massively going out and partying. Did all that back in the early days when I was, you know, in my 30s and 40s and all that sort of stuff. But now I'm a bit boring, to be honest with you. Although you wouldn't believe it. But anyway, there you go. Liam Fisher, Lucy Wood, Avro Arrow. So many amazing people who've joined us on our journey this year across the world, literally. Japan, yeah, Japan, Dubai. We did Dubai, didn't we? The only people to live stream airside at Dubai ever. Whether or not that's ever going to happen again, I don't know. But yeah, very fortunate, and all our friends out there in at Emirates and in Dubai. See, I wouldn't mind being in there spannering on an aircraft, to be honest with you. Hold on a minute. Has he got his engines back? No, still engineless. It's obviously quite a major overhaul on those engines. Yeah, we've done Japan. We did Narita. Somebody asking there. Where were you? You got 4 stripes. Yeah, Narita was this year. And who was it? It was yeah, if it wasn't for them, it was Ian, wasn't it? So fast, mate. Andy Fishlock has gifted a membership. Jordan has gifted a membership. Steve Wishart has gifted a membership. Russ, of course, Russ and his missus. Katie Coates has gifted 5 memberships. Katie, thank you. Wow, you guys, man. Catherine Green has gifted a membership. Yeah, if it wasn't for Russ and his missus, we would have been stuffed in Japan, wouldn't we? Literally. Because if you remember, if you were with us, Russ and Nat, that's it, yeah. They should be up and about, I would have thought, wouldn't they be? Right now, oh, Russ and Nat. Oh, is it? Yeah, we were. I mean, it's not. It's obviously everywhere we go. I'm pretty sure that more or less everywhere we've been, not all the places, you know. Was Memphis this year with Elvis? I'm caught in the trap. There's no way out. That was the year before. Wow. Because I love you too much, baby. We can go on together. Whisper, smile. Kaylee Gardner has gifted a membership. Trucker Chris, thanks Trucker Chris. He's gifted 5 memberships. And James Ormerod is a returning member. Welcome back, James. Yeah, it's kind of all going off over there. Well, I have to say, wow, what about that? My watch has just told me it's nearly time for your bedtime. Start winding down, it just said. Good luck with that. JG May, 2-year lurker. Haven't missed a stream. NGS 0123, my friend, was on that Virgin plane a few hours ago. Katie. Michael K's gifted a membership, thank you. Misfire has gifted a membership. Thank you, Catherine Green. Oh, today's date is 123, isn't it? Yeah. Wesley Cooper's gifted a membership, and Clive Clark, there he is, has gifted a membership. We have got an amazing family of people, and I literally do have to pinch myself from time to time, folks. Ben Stonard has gifted a membership, just to sort of like, you know, just to remember how fortunate and lucky I am that I have a successful channel with the most amazing person, with Jilly, of course, running the back end of it for us. Without Jilly, honestly, folks, we wouldn't have a show. Oh, simple as that. Because I wouldn't even know where to start pressing buttons and putting things in and doing stuff. Glyn Edwards has gifted a membership. Thank you, Glyn. VJ Verdi was meant to get the last heavy inbound on American 787 from Chicago around 22:40, but has been delayed 9 hours 30 minutes. So still on the ground at Chicago. Could be due to snow. Mental. Kylie Muir has gifted a membership. We've got Mike James, John Grinham, indeed, A220. Mylantis. I don't know. We've got Kelly Allen Rowan Cope, sorry. Katie Coates again there. No, I haven't got Mylantis. Mr. and Mrs. Thornton. We use the Panasonic VX-F1, isn't it, Julie? It's the VX-F1. But to be honest with you, if all they've got left in your stockists is the VX1, then I'd go with that, because I think the F1 just has a couple of extra features or something. Singapore going out. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what is interesting. I'll tell you what is interesting, that I was reading, well, Gilly mentioned it on the show the other day about a news article about some scientists who have managed to make human poo into kerosene, a form of kerosene, or into kerosene. Now, someone mentioned it on Twitter this morning. I was going to reply to it in a sort of like, you know, but I don't know whether it is true or not, or whether it would be or not. But if you make something out of something like that, when I turn up at an airport, depending on which way the wind is blowing, no pun intended, but you know, normally, listen to that. Let's keep going. Oh, is that the Dubai boat? It's going down the runway sideways. That's Singapore. Oh, he's going to Singapore. Wow, look at that. He's chasing the mini slinger out to Singapore. He's chasing him. Go on, son. Get him, boy. Sick him. Oh, look at that little star up there, all on his own, look, twinkling away. Yeah, so when you turn up at an airport, generally, depending on which way the wind is blowing, you do tend to smell the kerosene, and it's a very nice smell. It's not a, you know, I mean, God forbid if it was a horrible, bitter, nasty smell. But if they make aircraft fuel, or at least, you know, because of course aviation fuel, Jet A1 is a mixture of kerosene and the fuel element itself. It's a bit like the old the two-stroke mix fuel for your motocross bike back in the days, you know, two-stroke motorcycles, that sort of thing. I just wonder whether I'd love to talk to somebody about that, because, okay, apparently, the average human being can produce enough poo to make 4 to 5 grams of kerosene a year. So, based on that, and how many billions of people there are on the earth, it would obviously be a very worthwhile venture in terms of availability. You know, far more so, I have to say, than sustainable aviation fuel, if you see what I mean, because, you know, the trouble with SAF is its availability and its or lack of, you know, because of the cost of it. Of course, making poo fuel. Oh, look at him down there with his little firework display in his garden. Look, oh, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, making the poo fuel would obviously be, it costs money, wouldn't it? Everything costs money to make. Sorry, not so much money, but in terms of the environmental costs, you know. So one must always look at that when you're talking about, you know, whether we're talking about electrical vehicles, you know, in terms of how much it costs, you know, the environmental costs for making the batteries, you know, blah 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 blah. You know, we need to weigh all of that up. But apparently, the cost of making the poo fuel would actually be quite not very damaging to the environment. But I have to say, once again, going back to it, they would surely have to add some kind of a perfume to it, wouldn't they? Otherwise, you know, I mean, I don't know if you, I mean, when I drive down the M25, when I just pass the M3 on the right-hand side where I used to ride my motocross bike, there's actually a motocross track there, and it's right next to a poo plant, and it stinks. And when you drive past it on the motorway, it absolutely stinks sometimes, depending on which way the wind's blowing. Blah blah blah. So what I'm saying is that, you know, you can't but help to have the smell of Jet A1 / kerosene, which is the most, of course, kerosene is the most abundant smell of Jet A1 fuel. So start up. James Dayton has gifted 10 memberships. Is that Kristen Steingren another 20? And then Springbok. No. These are Milantis. I think Milantis right there. I'm up to speed now. Helen Clapp, that idea stinks. I think that's the best comment Helen Clapp's made all year. It's only taken you 365 bleeding days. Helen, that is absolute classic. No, she's always full of great ideas, but that idea stinks is a fantastic. Bram's Rockhopper has gifted a membership. Thanks, Bram's. Sideshow, it's a load of crap. Singapore Airlines, who said that? Chemical tanker driver, dumping fuel over the land wouldn't be a good idea then. Yeah! Is that Heathrow? Yes, how can I help you? I've got a load of poo on me car. Terribly sorry, sir. Philip Lowry. No, it's not an April Fool joke, Paul. Jet poo. Did you just say jet poo? Oh my goodness me, it's gonna go on and on, isn't it? Cafe Pacific. Brilliant. Yes. What would be the name of the like Shell or BP or whatever? What would be the name of the oil company that would, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? Cathay Pacific. Oh, brilliant, man. BP, British poo. Huh? P-U-R. Bedtime reminder. Give me another one. Turkish Airways. Turkish Airways. Yeah. It's an Eva Air going out. This is when you long for those long summer days, don't you, folks? Because then we'd see all this in daylight. Well, well, yeah, we'll still be light in the middle of summer at this time, won't it? British Petroleum, Dennis. British Petroleum. Stroke oil. Legoland. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, everybody. See how good my camera's working tonight. Good old camera's done the whole year, innit? Hey? Fed excrement. I want to go back to Memphis, man. Yeah, hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I got my husband this night in the hotel so he can meet you.
Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you.
You all right, Jerry?
Nice to see you. Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Just want to say
Do you
hello.
want a drink or anything, Jerry?
I'm good, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll check in a bit.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, that's nice. She's brought her husband up here so that he can to stay here the night and spend Christmas, New Year's Eve here. Well, it's a good job I come up here, isn't it? Hey? Here we go. Kim Kinzer, if an engine backfires when it causes turbulence. Brilliant. Still all going on, isn't it? See the Virgin Atlantic teams working away tirelessly, getting their aircraft ready. That must be costing them a bit of money. That Dreamliner being out of service, isn't it? Not obviously that one that's backing up there. That's a 350, but the one to the left of it that's on remote. The Buddha Barn. Martin Nolan, the Buddha Barn. Oh, I wish I hadn't have mentioned it. Oh, lordy, lordy. Tony Austin, good evening. Stephen Rouse.
Are you doing a live broadcast?
Yes, sir.
You are, right, okay.
Look at that, Claire Allen, homegrown member, a brand new member. Welcome, Claire. Tony Chuty's gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Matthew T, gifting 5 memberships. Yes, GN man, I know. James Whitell, Avro Arrow. all these amazing people that have been with us throughout the year. We did start talking about what where we'd been throughout the year. Started, I think it was, when was Dubai? Was it? It was February. It was February. It's a Sri Lankan jet. Now their air crew were downstairs in the reception area earlier on. Obviously, the air crew that brought that aircraft in, and the cabin crew as well, of course. EvaJet's been sitting there a while, isn't it? Gutfair. Deborah Davies is gifted a membership. Thank you, Deborah. Timmy Toothpicks. Kevin Beasley's just had a look at Lake Hood in Anchorage today. Frozen over a lot of snow. The seaplane base and lake has been frozen for over a month now. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, that, you know, even though it's pretty amazing place to visit when it's heavy snow out there in Anchorage. But of course, you know, you're kind of you're limited to the main airfield, which isn't such a bad thing. But in terms of visibility and all that kind of thing, I think the first Anchorage. How many times did we go to Anchorage this year, Jilly? Is it just once? Twice. We've been to Anchorage twice this year, folks. And somewhere that I'm very keen to get out to, I've got to say, is Leipzig, ladies and gents. Because a good friend of ours, Torsten Weffers, is actually the general manager now. He was at Frankfurt at one point. We worked with him when we did a piece with him at, actually it was Cologne, wasn't it? We did a piece in Cologne with Torsten, out there on the UPS ramp and everything else as well. But really, really desperate to, because as far as European bases go, I think obviously, you know, Schiphol is very, very busy with 747s as well. We've seen that on numerous occasions, but the only problem with Schiphol is that it's difficult to see. You know, wherever you are, you sort of like get little glimpses of the tails, but in general, you know, if you want to see 747s in abundance, you've got to head out, haven't you? You've got to head out to Anchorage, man. That's a lovely picture, isn't it? Yeah, folks, we're going to do it. I'm well overdue for a military show. I think we are well overdue. The only thing I say with the military shows is it's short and sweet, isn't it? You get a session in the morning if you're at Lakenheath, or if you're at Coningsby. You're always going to have a busy segment in the morning, and with them going out. Sometimes you can get there, you can wait for a few hours, and nothing really happens, and then it all fires up. Sometimes you can get there and nothing happens at all for the whole day. It's always a big risk when you're doing the military shows. Lakenheath is almost a guarantee. The other thing that we need to consider when we're doing these military shows is operations, in terms of which end of the runway they're operating from when they're going out. Of course, up in Coningsby, it's always better when they're operating out of the far end, up by the spectators' car park there. There is a crash gate, as you're aware, further down the runway, which we've been at a couple of times. The only problem with that is that when there's nothing else going on, once the aircraft have all gone out on exercise, we're kind of limited to what we can look at, you know. Whereas at the other end, we can look out over on the dispersals, and you can see the BBMF hangar there, and other things that might be happening. It's just a little bit more lively up at that other end. You know, it's a long drive. It's a big deal. I normally now, when I go up there, I stay overnight the night before, so that I can get there early in the morning, get my position, and bring you a decent enough show for the day. It's literally a 2-day engagement, really, when we're doing the Coningsby show. Lakenheath's not so bad. Of course, it's in Norfolk, so it's not a million miles in terms of distance to travel. I can get up nice and early in the morning, get myself up to Lakenheath, get myself in position, and be ready for when they come out at around about 8 AM. Sri Lankan jet going out. Big G Dub has gifted a membership. WMCXG52 has gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, my friend. And Ian Jackson is a returning member. Welcome back, Ian. The Bandit military shows are great. Loved your Top Gun special. Yeah, that was amazing. We went live airside at Lakenheath this year, folks. There's a lot of stuff that you can look back at over the year to see. Was it this year or was it the year before? It was the year before. Well, anyway, cloud cover has now. Nice at that cool. Are you serious? No. A height restriction. They got a height restriction barrier. No, man. So, up to what height though? Up to what height? 2 meters? Because some people have their caravans and things like that, and they're quite tall, aren't they? They're that's a little bit out of order, isn't it? Hold on a minute. No, that. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I disagree. You're not going to stop somebody who's pulling up in a camper van, unless it's a very low bleeding. Oh, okay. Overnight. So do they raise that barrier then during the day? Milantis. Does anyone know why Virgin have never had any 380s? You know what, Milantis? That's a great question. Virgin Atlantic were on the books to take. They had signed letters of agreement, of intent. Sorry, to take A380s with Virgin Atlantic. Branson had signed on the dotted line, but only as a letter of intent. But then, as the aircraft was delayed so extensively, he pulled out of the deal. He basically said, look mate, you know, we need these, we need aircraft. What would have been that would have been, he probably ended up buying more, or not buying, but leasing more jumbo jets, I would have thought. I think that might have been the case, because the 380, the 350 wasn't around then, and of course his relationship with Airbus would have been a bit tainted as as a result of the whole A380 thing. But you know, you can't blame him for pulling out of the deal, can you? So Milantis, yeah, the deal was there. It was intentional for Virgin to get A380s, but it just didn't happen because of the delays with in production and you know, certification. New aircraft, big aeroplane in it, so it's good. You know, something. I mean, a small aircraft for certification is bad enough, but when you're talking about a big, huge, ginormous aeroplane like the A380. Ross Tyrrell, Leipzig is to do with Antonov's. In fact, Antonov have a maintenance base at Leipzig as well. Something that we sort of like started working with. You got to understand, folks, that when I'm dealing with these people, a lot of the times it starts out as a you know, a great idea and people are really enthusiastic. And then it sort of like falls by the wayside because people get, you know, distracted and start working on other things, and we of course have our things going on as well, which sort of like we might have to shoehorn something in. We can't commit ourselves to a particular date. They can't do it either. So it is literally, as you know, a case of all the stars needing to align at the right time for us to be able to put a show together. And we'll always try our very best, you know. But yeah, Leipzig, the whole Antonov thing there. We were working on that. We were planning to do that. But the Leipzig thing for me would also be the 747s, the freighters as well. Annette Smith is a brand new member. Rose Pop Eagle is also a brand new member. Welcome, Rose Pop Eagle. Gemma, any chance of getting to RAF Bryce Norton, or do they not have enough happening there? Not really, Gemma. I think Bryce is where, isn't that the F-35s? Bryce. Oh, no. Hold on a minute. No, Bryce, is not enough happening up there. It's exactly it, Gemma. Sorry, yes. There is obviously, you know, some. They used to have quite a lot of Hercules operating up there. Now it's. I think the A330. There's a few interesting things up there. Bryce is difficult, isn't it? We've tried Bryce before. It's in terms of positioning, Bryce is quite difficult. Sean Cooper, I see the F-35 every day from my. I mean, that's why Lakenheath is so cool now, because we get a good, clean mix of F-15s and F-35s, as well as every now and then we might get a visitor in, you know, a couple of visitors, either with you know, the Italian Air Force or something like that. There's quite a lot of good stuff goes on up at Lakenheath. And the great thing with, of course, Lakenheath is that you're guaranteed every time they go out. You are guaranteed reheat or afterburners, depending on which part of the world you're from. Whether you're an American, which would be reheat, from the UK, afterburners. I don't mind either, to be honest with you. But the fact is that they light them up in at the American bases. You do see it at Coningsby from time to time, but only on an unrestricted takeoff or something special. Simonized 41, other than Heathrow, I've always loved Frankfurt and Cologne for spotting. The old Gatwick special, and it's sad that the old spotting area has gone. Miami and Detroit are good. Anchorage is my dream. There we go. Blimey, just went mad. Gino Finelli. Hey, Gino Finelli is a new member. Welcome, Gino. Matt SS is a returning member. Welcome back, Matt. Sam the Man has gifted a membership. Thanks, Sam. Dave Britton gifted a membership. Thank you so much. WMCXG52 has gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, WMCG. Mildenhall is okay, but a lot more quieter than Lakenheath. Do miss the air shows at Mildenhall. Mac Cat Lady, yes. Mildenhall used to be a wonderful place for the air shows back in the day. But yes, you're right. It can be very slow up at Mildenhall. You know, you could be waiting for hours for something to happen. We've been up there at Mildenhall and nothing's happened. So Lakenheath is always a guarantee. It always happens 8 o'clock in the morning or thereabouts. You get maybe a big group of F-15s coming out. And they're all the C models now, aren't they? No, they're all the E models, I think. F-15Es, is it? I think all the C's have gone back to the US, haven't they? Been used for the Home Guard, is it? But of course the F-35s as well. That's something that's always a fascination to look at. The stealth jet. An amazing piece of kit, and amazing when you hey man, how you doing? Yeah, man. It's amazing when you look at the F-35. You look at the F-35 in terms of the size of it compared to the F-15. The F-15 is massive compared to the F-35. Or is it the other way round? Can't remember. Is it F-35? I think it's the other way round, actually. Of course, a lot of different things about the F-35 because everything is slung internally within the F-35. Unlike, it does have the capability of slinging stuff underneath its wings, but in general, for stealth reasons, the aircraft contains all its armaments inside the belly. Anyway, that's all military talk. Aero Mexico winding up. Airline photo. Have you tried Mildenhall, Jerry? Yes. We have tried Mildenhall. Mildenhall is just down the road from Lakenheath, and we've had some good days up at Mildenhall. We've got a great place that we've there's a campsite up at Mildenhall that we what's it called, Willows. It's the Willows campsite, isn't it, at Mildenhall? And lovely fella who owns it. But again, like I said just now, literally, Mildenhall, you could be there all day and absolutely nothing happens, and it is very frustrating. I've got to be honest with you, folks, because you know I want to see action. I want to see aeroplanes. I want you to see aeroplanes. There's only so much talking that I can do before you get absolutely, completely and utterly fed up with my voice. Steve Smith, Lakenheath is by far the best. You could have up to 30 aircraft waiting to take off. He's right, you know. I think the thing is that if you were sort of like, you know, given the option, right, listen, mate, do you want to do Lakenheath or do you want to do or Coningsby? I love the history of Coningsby. It's steeped in history. 617 Squadron, amongst other squadrons, of course, that were that operated from there. Maintenance, you know, all that kind of thing. The Dambuster Squadron, everything's so close by. All around that area, the history of World War II. Of course, don't forget, you know, Mildenhall. Lakenheath, yes. But in terms of action, it's a short, sharp shock to the system that lasts for about an hour. When it all kicks off, it can be spread out a little bit because obviously the F-35 squadrons and the F-15 squadrons are two separate entities, and therefore they do have different exercise schedules. Sometimes they work with each other and use each other as bait, you know, on test exercises. So, you know, it's always exciting up at Lakenheath, that's for sure. And a big shout out to all our friends up at Lakenheath. I know a few of them do watch, some of the air crew. EGPX, a memorable day when Big Jet TV was at Prestwick, yes, for the AN225. Now that's commitment for you folks, because that was a very late decision, wasn't it, Gilly? That I decided I'm driving all the way up to Prestwick to catch the 225. That was a very, and again, we were very, very fortunate to have a good friend up there who got me access to one of the parking areas right the way down at the far end so that I could pitch the van. What was his name, man? He was a lovely fella. He lived up there, didn't he? He took me around the Trump golf course and all that. So many good, lovely, genuine, nice people that I've met over the years, man. And, you know, it's far too many to mention, man. But well, I do miss seeing the Tornadoes, yeah. G6ZNW gifted 5 memberships. Yeah, you're right, Chris. It is more pop luck for the F-35B is the only one that can vertically take off and vertically land. Yeah, of course, Tony. The F-35s up at Lakenheath F-35Cs, aren't they? I think that, like you say, the F-35B is a VTOL jet, like the old Harrier. Philip Lowry's Sainsbury's car park in Drumchapel is good. Okay, I don't know if that's a joke or what. 17th Mustang, I'd love to see a show from the late 60s. Imagine all those 707s, 727s, DC-8s. Well, funny enough, 17th Mustang, I was up meeting my good friend Paul and his crew up at ARD yesterday, picking up a few models for our new show that's coming up next year. When I say next year, that's in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh, start up. Pray silence for the startup. Yeah, we were discussing, as I've discussed a number of times with people along the way, about if I was able to travel back in time for one day, what era would it be, or what year, you know? And I'd probably say 1985, because then you've got Concorde, you've still got 707s, haven't you? DC-10s, TriStars. Of course, we would have missed the VC-10s. I think 707s It's got multiple 747s. I think the 707 would be gone by the time 85 comes around, I think. Although there would still be things like Zambian Airways or something crazy like that operating 707s into London Heathrow. Honestly, there would. You would see some pretty exotic jets, DC-8s. Still some old props and a very eclectic mix of aeroplanes. And I say aeroplanes because really that's what they are. And 727s back then. Tridents, I think, went out around about 82, 83, something like that. But yeah, I think 85, maybe 84. I don't know. I'd have to be very. If somebody was to invent a bloody time machine, I'd have to be very, very particular. You'd need to give me at least a couple of days to do my research. D-Bash mode. Good evening to you, D-Bash. Has gifted 20 memberships. Hope you're doing well, D-Bash. G6 has gifted 5 memberships. I think I got that from G6. What is the next arrival, Gino Finelli? Hey, how you doing, Gino? Milantis has gifted another 10 memberships. Thanks, Milantis. Oh, look, it's looking very thin on the ground at Heathrow now, Jilly. I've got 4 aircraft on radar. 4 aircraft on radar, man. And that is, I think the one, mind you, at 787-10, BA 787. Is that manoeuvring? Is that manoeuvring around the airfield possibly? Or is he coming out for departure? No, he's going to maintenance. I think that's him there actually. That's him there, isn't it? So no inbounds. Yeah, that's 2 aircraft on the ground that are being moved around. That's a Cathay Pacific. Boeing 777-300 Cathay Pacific that's manoeuvring. Oh, he's pushed back, that's what we just heard. And he's going to be down there. Folks, you know what? You know, we do get it from time to time with people asking, you know, why don't you have a night vision camera and all that. I'll tell you why I don't have a night vision camera. Because I like natural light. I don't want to sort of enhance stuff. And I prefer to see stuff that is as you're seeing now. I don't want sort of like I don't want things enhanced and faked, if you see what I mean. People like to see it. I like to see the natural light, and that's why I do what I do. So there we go. London to Cape Town. There we go. A350 1000 with BA. That's what's that around? It's about 8 hours, is it? No, about 10 hours, isn't it, down to Cape Town? I seem to remember. It's way off there in the distance. Way off there in the distance. So that Cathay Pacific 777 could potentially be the last one out, Jimmy. Mind you, we do have another hour and 15 to go, don't we? So Roxy Simmons has gifted a membership. Thank you, Roxy. Screaming Emu. Teresa Corbett. Famous English name, Corbett. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of night vision cameras, folks. People did it and it soon became a sort of like, you know, been there, seen it, done it, worn the t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. Early birdie. When was the space shuttle also in Europe? Big Jet TV 1985 shows would have been awesome, GN man. Yeah, it would have been great, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, yeah. When was the space shuttle being flown around on the back of a jumbo jet? Jumbos were just in their element then, weren't they? Back in '85, long before the Super Twins started coming in. I think by then we started to see was the A300 in production then. I think the first ever wide-body twin jet, the A300, around '85. Emirates, I think, played a big role in that, I'm sure. 17th Mustang. Try watching the film Bullet. The airport scenes were fantastic. Screaming, saying, "Oh, I think I might have to do that." You know, Bullet, eh? Download that and watch that on a flight instead of playing 48,000 games of solitaire. Zhao Rolim is a new member. Welcome, Zhao. Early birdie has gifted a membership. Thank you, Early Birdie. Oh, RAF still have VC10s? Yes, of course. The RAF still had VC10s since the 707. It's going too quick, man. Comments going too quick. Can't read quickly. Canberra's flying in the 80s, the bandits say. There will be an LL 787. Jarno Trulli. Jarno Trulli. He's a Formula 1 driver, Jarno Trulli. Why is Jarno Trulli on the chat? If that is the Jarno Trulli, I am honoured to have you on. Roxy Simmons has gifted a membership. I think I've got that one. Bullet with Steve McQueen, Screaming Emu. There's a British Airways delayed, should depart around 23:24, Matt Bradbury saying. BBLLB, thank you, my friend. Not enough characters available here. BBLLB, thank you for coming and meeting me out there in Chicago as well. Great to meet so many wonderful people on my travels throughout the year. Rab H, Sarah Lancaster, Aidan Campbell. Sadly, that 747 crashed in Japan in '85. Which one was that? Nick Gray, Mustangs versus Dodge Charger. Simon Major, nearly an hour to go to the new year, to 2024. Matt Bradbury. Gordon Freeman saw plenty of shuttle launches from Orlando and felt the twin sonic booms for landings at KSC. Gordon, wow. So many lucky people to have had so many amazing experiences in their lives. Not to mention the amount of people here in the UK who were so lucky to see Concorde on a regular basis, not just once or twice, but literally on a daily basis, and to be able to you know, set your watch by it, literally. Yorkshire Flyer. Lufthansa had quite new A300s at Heathrow in '82. There we go, yes. Let me just have a look back at that. Somebody wanting me to point at the maintenance bays. Let's just have a look at this. 1972 was the TriStar's introduction, wasn't it? 1970, the DC-10. 1974, was the Airbus A300. So in 85, yes, the Airbus A300 entered service in 1974. 76 Concorde, so we would have had that. 1982 and 83, 767 and 757s. Of course, the 757 was to replace the 727. But then between those eras, it was quite a long time between the sort of like mid 80s all the way up to the mid 90s, when Airbus really started coming on stream with the A330 and other types of aircraft as well. But oh god, here we go. Easy stuff. Good thing is that it's freezing bleeding cold, and it's not very pleasant up here, I've got to be honest with you, in terms of the weather conditions. Oh, is he? He's watching me from the base behind the Virgin Atlantic. The base? Ah. So that's got to be somewhere like over there, isn't it? It's not even there, is it? Not even there, is it? It's not even there, is it? Matthew Gardner is a brand new member, straight in at first class. Matthew, a very big warm welcome to you, my friend. It's definitely a BA maintenance offices there. You know, these guys, man, they're working there, working at you know, over the holiday period, man. Keeping the whole wheels of industry turning with British Airways, and of course everybody's working tirelessly, aren't they? We're going to be pointing the camera over now. I think the London Eye is sort of in that direction there, but we will most definitely see the glow from the fireworks, and it will go mental. That's for sure. Did I get that right? There's another BA jet coming up. Oh, it's a 380 now. See, now I don't want that thing looking all green and, you know, fluffy and, you know, with fake. Oh, he's doing light maintenance work on a jet tonight. What's his name, Jilly? Hansel de Souza. Thank you, sir, for your dedication to working over the Pan Am toddler. Scotty Tarpley. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Bruce Motu. Back in '72, you could walk along the eastern perimeter road by the BEA and BOAC maintenance sheds. Yeah, of course, that was a cut-through roadway, wasn't it? That's nice. Look, that's nice. That's nice. Well, let's make sure we don't, because that is. So that's the Cathay Pacific jet. Again, potentially the last departure out of London Heathrow for 2023, folks. Potentially. Oh, hold on a minute. No, somebody did mention actually the AL787. That's just come on radar over at T4 to Tel Aviv. So his transponder's just come on. Possibly that could be our last. So I don't think this is the last one out, folks. So we got anything in there? Wow, look at that. There's absolutely nothing inbound there. Wow, look at that. Nothing pointing towards the UK, is it? Everything's going away from the UK, man. That's crazy. Look at that. If you zoom out of Flight Radar 24, there's another great bunch of people at Flight Radar 24 who I was very lucky to meet in Chicago, along with BBLLB 737 MAX pilot folks with American Airlines. That was a nice shot. That was a nice shot, wasn't it? Miles high, wait for a drunk to come out and try and kiss me. Abandoned UK 1 pint Willie in the house. yeah, he's had half a pint and he's absolutely done in, isn't he? Oh, look at this right in front of us, look. Joe Doug Molly is a new member. Welcome, Joe Doug Molly. Thank you, Nick Owen. Yeah, all our amazing friends from all the amazing places around the world that we've visited. Should you run through it, Gilly? Are you able to sort of like run through it? Or is that a little, are we asking a little bit too much here? Gotcha, Avro Arrow. Thank you, Avro. Just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, my friend. Scott Tarpley was great stopping at the Courtyard in 2022. Fantastic views and a great hotel. Yeah, I think it might have been a bit of a shame, Scotty. I don't know if you were able to come up to this. Oh God, he's back again. Ignore him. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. He's gone. Spy walks. 1 hour and 3 minutes till 2024. Less than that now. 59 minutes left, folks. Right, we're going to quickly run through what we've done in 2023. Okay, GP, run it for January 2023, folks. Here we go. Amsterdam and Toronto. This is in addition to all of our weekly shows, folks. You know, the ones that we do from Heathrow. All that kind of stuff. So Amsterdam starting in 2023 with Amsterdam, Schiphol, sorry, and did his light just go on and off there? Did he flash there? Amsterdam, Schiphol, and Toronto. Wow, what a show that was. Was that where we got the snowy owl, Gilly? And I dropped all of my my things got frozen in the back of the van. Yeah, tin bits. Did you say tin bits? Tim bits. That's it. Yeah, me tin bits got all frozen. Quite funny that was. And we managed to catch a great de-icing session with a Korean 747, and then I dashed like a bat out of hell to go and catch the departure, which I got. So there we go. James Staten's gifted 20 memberships. Thanks, James. You're a star. Brian Pounder's gifted 5 as well. Thanks, Brian. Okay, ready for February, Gilly? It's a month I hate. I cannot pronounce it. February. February was all about Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. Invited out there by Emirates themselves, and I cannot thank them enough. Gilly came out there with us as well, and we were amazed to be able to go airside in Dubai. and get some great footage there. We had a bit of a problem at the training centre, but we managed to muscle our way through it and get some great stuff going on there. Some great memories there from Dubai. So Dubai, and then off into March we went, Gilly. Start the Formula One season. Los Angeles and Houston, two American. Wow, really? No Euro trip in March there, Gilly. Wow. Oh, that was it, Houston. We have a problem, didn't we? Yes, that was it. Went to Los Angeles. Well, I thought we were going to have, and then I ended up having a bit of a Barney with the fella. But we went out to Houston specifically to film a loading, an operation with the Antonov AN-124. That was a great show. That was very tiring that month. So through to April then, Gilly. What happened in April? April was Frankfurt, which is always good, and Anchorage. Frankfurt would have been over the other side. If you're new to Big Jet TV, you would have seen our new position at Frankfurt. More on that later. But Anchorage, our first trip to Anchorage in 2023. James Dayton has just gifted 20 memberships. Wow, James, thank you. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Frankfurt and Anchorage. Now that Anchorage would possibly have been, was that on the snow mount, Gilly? Was that on the tabletop snow mount when we found Pepper? Hooray! Yes, okay. Right, off into May now, ladies and gents. Here we go. What happened in May, Gilly? Amsterdam at the front end of May, with Narita in Japan at the back end. And Russ, gotta say Russ and his missus, our saviours out there in Narita. Got some amazing footage out there, didn't we? With the floofage, and lots of little dogs being carried around in prams. That was insane, man. The way they treat their animals out there is just the way I love the Japanese, just because I know they eat funny things. I know, but they also love their animals. Anyway, yeah, there we go. So we've got that. We've got Narita and Frankfurt, was it? Did you just say Frankfurt? Frankfurt and Narita? Okay. It was what in Narita? Say Amsterdam and Narita. Okay, there we go. Next month. We're up to June now. We're up to June. John F. Kennedy International. And the what? The Paris Air Show. Oh my God, how hot was that? How hot was it there? Oh my goodness me. JFK. We're not bothered with the JFK, with the TWA hotel, to be honest with you folks. It's quite limited in terms of what you can see from there. The other position that we've got over on the other side of the bay is really quite cool, because there's a lot going on over there, and it's always good to get a position. So yeah, JFK and what was the other one? JFK and where? Paris Air Show. Yeah, that's what basically drew a line under me never doing another air show ever again, wasn't it? And you know my reasons for that, folks. You know my reasons for not wanting to do any more air shows. Quite simply put, I've had enough of the commentary and You know, I want to hear a Merlin engine going flat out past me, or doing a display, or whatever it might be doing when it takes off. I don't have a problem with anyone talking away when the aircraft is on the ground, taxiing out for its position, because you generally can't hear it. But once it's in the air and the wheels are up, stop talking, let the aeroplane do the talking. Oh, hello, is that an going out now? Have I just missed that? Is that LL going out now? Yeah, that is, I think, the last departure of 2023, folks. Gaming Ham, welcome back, Gaming Ham. It's got a red star, you know. That's it, folks. That's your last departure of 2023, and I think the last arrival was the TAP 321 Neo, wasn't it? Yeah, a lot of people might think, you know, I'm being a little bit sort of like, you know, contradictory with the whole thing about talking over the jets and all that. But I generally do tend to try and synchronize it so that when the aircraft is going out, when it's making noise, I generally do tend to shut up, you know. What's that? Oh my goodness me, yeah. Like, you get that on Flight Radar #1 if it was one person watching it, wouldn't you? But anyway, there we go, it's empty. We're done, we're done, we've ringed it out. We've ringed out Heathrow, folks. Gordon Freeman, Jerry did a video of the AN224 3 years ago. Yeah, the undisputed champion of the world in terms of aircraft, is it not? Let's be honest. The AN225. The AN225, isn't it? Not 224. AN124, obviously. But the AN225 was the big, monstrous one, which was unfortunately destroyed by some nasty little person. Joe R. Rolim saying that it's an EasyJet overhead. Oh yeah, what month are we up to, Jimmy? Okay, let's do July then, shall we? So we did Toulouse at the front end of July, and then right at the end of the month, I believe, I go back out to Anchorage again. So so July was a little bit of a mixed bag of stuff, by the sounds of it. Anyway, so that was our second trip to Anchorage in July 2023. August, July, blimey, it's getting towards the end of the year now, isn't it? Okay, so that's August. I'll tell you what, I have a jacket coat. Yeah, no ice. Put a double in it, man. Thanks, man. Sorry, Julie, it was, so July and August. Why did it have a knock-on effect? Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, we had some technical issues with we had some technical issues with Toulouse, and as a result of that, it sort of like extended things on into the month, and we didn't manage to. We ran over into August and did Anchorage at the front end of August 2023, I think it was. And did we do anything at the back end of August? That was it, August. We did another Frankfurt. Now, was that the first time that we went to the new hotel, Jilly? BA83 delayed until tomorrow afternoon at Mr. Quicko Gaming. Wow. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
How's it going?
All good, man. All good. You?
Yeah, having a great time, man.
Cool, cool. That's good, man. Okay, August, September, Jilly. Miami. Wow, Miami, man. Miami is such a great place, always. Road trips in Miami. Always think about road trips in Miami. Anchorage is a good road trip one as well. But yeah, Miami's a good one. When you think of Miami, what do you think of? You think of those giant lizards. Was that the one you came out with me on, Jim? Iguanas, that's it. Oh, okay, yeah. Year before? Blimey O'Reilly. Yeah, but anyway, Miami's always good. I got moved on, didn't I? I got moved on from that position up on the parking roof. Not the best position in the world, it has to be said. But I do have some contacts out there now that I will, next time I go out there, try and preempt it a little bit and see if I can't get it on that position. Oh, he's running an engines. Atlantis has gifted another memberships. Oh, you're a legend, mate.
Thank you, sir. Happy New Year,
God
buddy.
bless you, Governor.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Catch you later.
In a bit. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Oh, blimey, it is a double and all. Let me in it. Nick Gray. AC fans in Miami were much quieter than... Oh, Nick Gray! Do you know what, Jilly? That is great feedback. The air conditioning fans in Miami were much quieter when I was there a few weeks ago. They must have been serviced. They were so noisy, man. Well, other people must have been complaining then. Wow, how about that? How about that? I was absolutely stark naked, wasn't I? The naked live streamer at Miami. It was, wasn't it? It was. I think I might have had my shorts on, but it was so hot, man. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, where are we up to, Julie? August, September now. Miami's great, man. We've got to go back to Miami again. Man in pants. The Miami trousers, James Wertel. Lenny Passiglia, great place to Planespot. Screaming Emu, I would give you $100 towards the removal, violent or otherwise, of the screen from the balcony. Well, fortunately, Screaming Emu, it seems to me that apparently they are going to leave a couple of balconies without the screens. Literally for people who don't want them, because, you know, I mean, I remember before I went to Miami, I was so, oh, watch out, the bugs are the size of dustbins. Well, I haven't seen any bugs at all in Miami. The biggest things I saw were the iguanas, which were great, just chilling out there. Anyway, Chilly. And I've got global entry, yes! Oh my God, global entry is the best thing ever. If you're a regular, oh, excuse me. If you're a regular, it's just one of those ones that popped out of there. If you're a regular traveller to America, my goodness me, global entry is the best thing ever. Oh, when I went to, where was it? Seattle. I went to Seattle recently, and that was where it was decided, the last time I was there, the previous time I was there, it was decided that I'd had enough and we have got to do this thing. And there was the guy, I said to him, I said, man, this is the best thing I ever did. He's like, what's that? I said, this global entry, look at all these people over there, look at them all, look. He's like, well, yeah, right, okay, you know. And I was like, see you then. I even got through before the flight crew. They were all standing in their crew queue. Anyway, whatever. Steve Bluck has gifted 10 memberships. Where are we up to, Chilly? I've lost complete count of what's going on here. AIRBUS global entry is awesome, worth every penny. It's absolutely is, man. Mark B, global entry is the... Oh, did you see? And SeaTac, yes, Gordon Freeman. The other thing about global entry, folks, is your... what's it called when you come back? When you go back? Your pre... Oh, he's winding out. Listen. The TSA pre-check. So when you check in to come back to the UK, you just give them your global entry reference number and they write it on your ticket, and you go through the TSA pre-check in front of all the other people. So it's like, it's just... Oh yeah, right, it's a big old banner. What's going on? Feeling a bit outnumbered here, ladies and gentlemen. William Roberts, Tokyo was brilliant. Show a Scoot Yellow 707 along with Helsinki. I hope Lisbon may be next year. There we go, William Roberts. Good feedback there from William. Thank you, William. Tokyo was brilliant. Scoot Yellow 787 along with Helsinki. Love that. Very recently we did Helsinki. Okay, Jilly. Where are we next then? Where are we up to? September, October 2023, folks. It's not often that you get a 707. Who said that? Who said that? Okay. October 2023. Here we go. Oh, come on now. October, Chicago, where I met up with our good friends from Flight Radar 24 and BBLLB.
who's a lovely fella, 737 Max pilot, folks. So many nice people in it that you meet up with. Yeah, okay. So Chicago, and then what? And then another one back to Schiphol. We do like Schiphol. Drums are getting faster. Drums are getting faster. Oh my God, what's happening? Is he coming after me? Oh, thank God for that. Chicago triple parallel landings, Aidan Campbell, yeah. Urban image. Julie Keeley's a gifted member. There we go, Julie. Oh yeah, Chicago triple 747s in a row landing at Chicago. But we did get that the other day with 3 380s on the bounce, didn't we, Julie? Something that's actually not that rare here now at London Heathrow, I've got to be honest with you. But 3 747s, rare as rocking horse poo. So, you know, very fortunate to see that. It just happened to happen right there for us. We were so lucky, man. Did we put video on it, actually? Yeah. Sketches in Travel with Gavin Darvell. Happy New Year, Jerry from August. Sunny, cloudless Tokyo, welcoming in the New Year, second time. Wow. Craig Gerard. Hey, Craigie Gerard. Saw the 747. Sorry. Deirdre Rabbit. Good day to you, Deirdre. Chef. Oh, Steph. Sorry, not Chef. Anyway, right. What? November, Julie. Wow, it just seems like the other day, November was Frankfurt at the new position. Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? And Boeing Payne Field and Boeing Field. Folks, how about literally stumbling across that test? That I don't know what's going on. Is that stumbling across that test facility at Boeing? I'm sure they wouldn't have been overly happy if they knew we were there. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, how lucky were we to see that, folks? Unfortunately, it's one of those ones that I don't really want to put up as a video because it's a little bit sort of like, you know, it's sort of like you're driving around the Boeing facility, and the next thing you know is you stumble across this unbelievable thing that you've only ever seen pictures of or videos of, or something in a documentary about how they test the wings to destruction and all that kind of thing with jetliners. I mean, I know they do it at Airbus. God knows where they do it, but to see this thing, to stumble across it, and not only that, to see this graveyard of bits of aeroplanes and jumbo jets and just incredible. Dreamliners that look like they've been there for like 50 years with all the moss growing on them and all that. Just like the most amazing thing I think I've ever really stumbled across in terms of aviation. You know, I mean, yeah, just amazing. Just amazing. Isn't that guy fed up with banging a button? I don't think that's the DJ. I think he's got a whole flipping, his whole band in there. Got what, Chili? Sorry. Heathrow Airport's in the house. Heathrow Airport, man. I don't know who you are from Heathrow, or what division you're from, but thank you for your support throughout the year. Thank you to the press team, to the guys and girls that we've created this great relationship with. We're so fortunate to have a good, tight relationship, not just with Heathrow BA Press, but also with British Airways, with the security teams, with Heathrow Police, with the fire teams as well. A big shout out to Jono and all the team down at the London Fire Brigade, all the fire brigade teams, all the maintenance teams, everybody that works tirelessly to keep the wheels of industry turning. Oh no, I'm repeating myself there, sorry. Bang Project TV. Why do I want to carry? Well, I can't sing now, can I? Because it's too much distraction going on, isn't it? Craigie Gerard, it's a great community altogether. Altogether now! Yeah, Heathrow, great to see you. Thank you so much. Clifford 707. Heathrow Police may be there shortly. Brilliant. James Wurtell. So there we go then. And December, we're up to December. I spent my birthday in Seattle. No, I spent my birthday at 38,000 feet, didn't I? No, got it wrong. Okay. I spent my birthday in Seattle, And boy, oh boy, did I get ill, man. I got so ill. Oh yeah, man, those crazy dudes, man. People keep letting off fireworks. The what, Joe? I know, man, I know, it's not what I'm talking about, is it? Miles high, beer at hand, DoorDash on the way, watching with my Big Jet TV family. Roxy Simmons shirtless in Seattle. Oh, Mrs. H, yes, of course, there we go. Airside at EMA. That was a great show. Oh, by the way, folks, I don't know if I told you this, but we're also planning to do a piece with one of the major freight companies in up at EMA. It's not a record, mate. It's not a record. We're not going to get a copyright on a load of blokes banging drums. Yeah. It's not a record. It's not a piece of vinyl. It's a proper racket, I know. Oh no, not again, man. Really? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? bleeding door open, all right. Yeah, JetBlue reached out to us, didn't they? Didn't JetBlue reach out to us? I'm just wondering, Jimmy, mate. I'm just wondering something here. I could move over there, mate. But I'd probably still hear it if I was standing over there. It would probably be just as bad over there as it is over here. It's just the door, folks. The door is just there, look. The door's just there. So there's absolutely nothing I can do in terms of the noise. I'll tell you what, let me go and have a look. Let me go and have a look. You see, wait, I'll walk out there in a second. Watch out. Watch. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Okay. With the what? Oh. Yeah, probably American, I imagine. Yeah, turn it off anyway, Jilly, mate. Not bothered about it, to be honest with you. Okay. Well, it's half and half now, isn't it? I can't figure it out. I can't work out which is which. Claire Bear, 23 minutes and counting. It is 23 minutes, folks. And yet, look at it. Look at all these wonderful people dedicating their New Year's to working. I mean, obviously they're getting triple time, and they get triple time. Hey, oi! Got to say a big shout out to all our friends at Nats as well. Are they still up? Oi! Wake up! No, they're still there. They're still there. Got a skeleton staff on. I think all bones shaking about everywhere and all. That's some geezers had enough, look. Just over the top. Oh, have you got to help the people trying to sleep below? Well, you know what? It might be. I did see the Sri Lankan crew earlier on when I checked in. I think that's the London Eye there, isn't it? That's the Shard there, isn't it? That's the Shard. Oh, there's the London Eye there. Look, that's the London Eye there. We're going to get a right old good shot of it, man. Yeah, that's the Shard, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 19 minutes and counting, folks. Just a mere 19 minutes left of 2023. What an idiot I am. Well, not really, you know, but none of this wouldn't have been a near so malarkey, would it? Try it? Whatever. Do you want me to move it over there? Do you want me to try and move it over there? Because don't forget, decision is pretty quick. We made a pretty quick decision. Just bear in mind. normal music. We'd have normal music, is what I'm saying. Shall I do it? Do you want me to do it? You can't hear a thing. Clepper, can we request the Pogues? It's Christmas Eve, my dear, and you know the other one, and then the moon, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna go. We're gonna have. Oh, that's a good job. That's a good job that they've shut the door. See, that's all you have to do is shut the bleeding door. Keep that door shut, mate. Keep that door shut, son. Is he going to shut the door, or is he just going to? He's going to shut the door. Right now I need to. Now I need to hear what people are thinking. Is that better? Bear in mind that every now and then you're going to get someone coming out who's going to be like coming out for an oily rag or whatever. Can you still hear it, or are we all good? Neil Barnett is returning. Welcome back. Steve Bluck has gifted 10 memberships, and James Dayton has gifted 20. Sorry if I've missed your in any of anybody's memberships. Put a wedge in the door mirrors. Now bolt the door. Oh, Wu opened it up. The good thing is that he shut it. Oh, shut it! Shut it! Shut it! Yeah. Good lad. Okay, turning on a beacon. Right, wait a minute. On the 320, okay, is a beacon light, yeah? Oh, that's it. Did that just come on? Did that just come on, that light? I think it did. Did that? Scotty, sound me. Oh God, shut the door. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Shut the door, properly. Oh, that's good. That's good. Everyone who's going in and coming out is shutting the door. Oh! It was Christmas Eve, my dear. Hello. Someone blow the trumpet. I could have sworn I heard someone blowing the trumpet there. The trouble is, I've got to be honest with you folks, and you got to appreciate this, but when you're trying to think of a song and you've got a song playing in the background, it's very difficult to shut it properly. Son always spines on TV. See the blue lights there, folks. Oh, it's running out again.
Don't make it bad. Take a sad and make it better. Get closer. Oh, go on, son, wind it up. Scotty Tarpley, that one world trip will try to join in. Go on, son, wind it all the way up through the taps. Rachel West. Lurker most of the time. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Spywalks, Jules Harris. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody who's been, not just in 2023, but, you know, we're into our, what are we into, our 8th year now, Ginny, is it going to be year 8? I think this is year 8 coming up, folks. Crazy. One World 737 Max would look great, John Grinham. You know what, mate? It's actually quite a good. It's quite a good. It would, wouldn't it? Arriving next triple American 134 from Los Angeles, CPM 131. Thank you. Yeah, it's done the rounds, folks. That video has done the rounds. Poor old Jilly, inundated with news from news teams around the world. I was quite honoured to be asked by the BBC to be interviewed on the World Service. This is the BBC, and I was like, oh, I was quite nervous and all that, and there was a pilot on there, and you know, it was over before I was winding it up, mate. James Dayton, as I put James Dayton in there, he's gifted 20 memberships. M. Ramicus is a returning member. Welcome, M. Ramicus. 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes, 7 measly minutes left of 2023. Is that 777 going to run all the way through from 2023 to 2024? Is that the first jet engine sound that we're going to hear in 2024, ladies and gentlemen? Pug Buck has gifted 5 memberships. Thanks, Pug Buck. Shut the door, son, shut the door. Oh, she's growling now. Is that one of the Trents or one of the GEs? Oh mate, you're a legend. Thanks, fella. God bless you, Governor. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. No, I'm totally done for now, mate. I've got a glass of champagne. You can bin that engine at 12 AM. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer because I don't want to be sort of like, you know. Mate, what better way to be? Hold on a minute, they're all going off over there, look. Flipping heck. Julie, can you check the are you able to look at the TV in general just to see whether... Oh mate, listen to this thing. There's no better way to celebrate. Oh, shut it down. Wow, that was a quick shutdown as well. That was a very rapid shutdown. No, don't worry, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're going to get a lot of people out here, mate. Saj Hayat. What is the registration of that aircraft? Well, I don't think BA have got many 777 One World jets. You see the blue light flickering there, folks, on the folks? On the that's the London Eye there, you can see. And that will be the countdown to 2024. Still got 4 minutes left. I tell you, nothing beats that Legoland one so far, though, has it? Okay, yeah, please, yeah. I think people are being a little bit premature out there, aren't they? Don't you worry about it, Kelvin. I've got it. I've got the London Eye right there. Ronald with Wings is gifted a membership. Oh, God, he's back. 3 minutes. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Chrissy, Legoland display was insane. Got to be honest with you, so far, best one so far. Oh, what was that? Yeah. Wow. It's proper going off, man. It's proper going off. Some people's watches are a little bit too fast, but let's get ready. Okay, yeah. Blimey O'Reilly, it's going off, look. Okay, hold off on your gifting, folks. Hold off on your gifting because I can't read you out. Save it till 2024. It's going nuts over at the Shard. Look, the Shard's going mad. Shard's going insane. Here we go. That's it. Oh, okay. There's somebody who's got asthma behind me. He's got a very bad case of wheezing. Hit it! Wow, look at it going up, man. It's going off. Flipping heck.
Yeah! Go on, son! Wow, man, look at it. The O2. Look at it, look at it. I've got a pan across, mate. I've got a pan across. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Look at it. Look at it! Bloody hell! That's insane, mate. That is insane, and it's all the way around Heathrow as well, man. It's all the way around Heathrow. Just let him have that, man. Just let him have that. Cheers, everyone. Seriously, cheers. Surely that's not it. Surely that's not it. With the London. Yeah, man. No, it's still going on. Look. Here we go. Yeah, it's still moving. Here we go. I mean, how far is that as the crow flies, man? How far is that? 10 miles? Heathrow Airline just said, you'll be back at Heathrow on Wednesday. Let's get going, mate. Let's get going. Thanks, yo. Wow, 6,400 people tuned in right now. Happy New Year, everybody. Seriously, Happy New Year. May your days be happy and bright. Oh no, it's Christmas, isn't it? Flipping Nora. Someone just threw something in there, did they? Save it, could use that as fuel in 2024. Hey man, cat poo, human poo, what difference?
But only thing I do
it's all the same thing, isn't it? I mean, you know.
That's what I do. Give me fine, yeah? I did it. Daddy,
Nuts, isn't it?
I think I did it.
Okay, that trumps Legoland. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, all right, all right. Massive, great big thrust front of wind just coming. Bob Leger, best fireworks display I've ever seen. Wow.
I got 2 of them. Daddy,
Kev Bob, thank you, Kev.
look, I got 2. I got this, Dad.
Hiding under something. Is it over? Is the London Eye over? Is it over? It is, isn't it? Oh, Staples 1975, thank you. You know, I'd much rather be out here with all you lot than oh, it hasn't finished, is it? Look, it hasn't finished yet. I think they're in stage 2, aren't they? They're in a stage 2. Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Merry Christmas. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, hello. Here we go, boys and girls. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nice. Look at that, man. Yeah, I want to say a big shout out to all the folks here at the courtyard as well. Gagan and all the crew. Done such a great job in supporting us over the year, but then again, we've done a great job in supporting them as well, bringing many people to their doors and staying here as well. And a perfect example of that is the couple that were here earlier on, who are here. Oh, here he is. Hey!
Happy New Year.
Yeah. That's nuts, isn't it?
Never seen nothing like it.
Wow, man. Haven't even hit the finale yet. The finale button hasn't been hit. Yeah. Wow. Judith Johnson, wicked viewing. Words, Thompson. Wow. Yeah, man. Oh, goodness, man. repeat of the old Legoland earlier on. A couple of little ones there, but flip. It's breezy. Kev Bond, yeah, good call, man. Good call. I like that. We should all do that. John Grinivan must pay my TV license today. Yeah, we're already 11 minutes. Yes, this is big finale going off now, isn't it? Look. Flipping heck. Goodness me. Wow. 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 That's it. And so a new year begins, ladies and gentlemen. Right, back to the planes. Only joking. Okay, there we go. Wow. Well, folks, what can we say? I'm in 2024 and it's not any better. Well, it should be. It should be. Let's hope it will be. Thank you to everybody who's... I've lost my voice. What's going on here? Gilly, are you there? GP? Hold on a minute. Let me just try and get Gilly on the old blower. Yeah, Jelly. Hey, listen, there's far too many comments on there from people who are wishing us a happy new year. But listen, folks, thank you so much to everybody who's supported us, been with us, supported other people throughout the year as well. Far too many of you guys to mention individually, because there are thousands of you, literally. There are so many thousands of you. People in the industries around the world, people that we've met on our travels. A big thank you, I have to say, once again to Chile for everything she's done for the show tonight, and obviously the rest of the year. Running out of words here, folks. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to the couple who applied me with drinks tonight. I really appreciate that. Lost half of it on the ground down here, mind you. But listen, we'll be back on, where are we? What is it, Sunday? We'll be back on Wednesday. And hopefully my voice will be a bit less croakier. Although some people might say it sounds quite sexy. I don't think so somehow. But anyway, listen, thank you everybody. Look after yourselves and be happy. And doesn't matter what I say about peace in the world, does it? Because it ain't going to happen. But in our little group that we have, our little secluded group around the world, we have peace in our hearts. And thank you to everybody for supporting everybody and for being kind, generous and loyal and genuine people That's what really matters, is that you're genuine. You can look yourself in the mirror every morning and you say, you are a genuine person. And thank you so much to all of you. We really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Look after yourselves. Cheers.